so fascinating when you begin to talk about your work, Llewellyn. But you did not come from a filmy background. Your parents were not in the film industry. So I was wondering what was their reaction, when you wanted to go into something that is not as, as serious or as sort of secure as a normal job would be. Was there trouble?
No, there wasn't any trouble at all.
Really?
There wasn't any trouble at all, and they were quite okay because it was first the advertising field. It was I was working at a place called Digital Magic.
Right.
It was first the advertising and the documentaries and all that. So they didn't much care about it, and they were okay with it actually. Yeah.
Right. Do you think that your advertising background has actually helped you as a film?
Yeah, it has helped me a lot because there's one thing that I learned from that is what is it that is unnecessary in a particular ad or in a particular documentary. What is unnecessary? Lift that off first. That's the main thing. And I learned a lot from the directors who I used to work with, the ad film directors like say Rajiv and GB Vijay, and there are many ad film directors who I worked with, and they have given a lot of input. As I edit as they give a lot of input, and lots of things I learned from there.
When you look back, do you think that it was more difficult for you to actually edit an ad film? Because a commercial ad film is just so short when you compare it to a full-length movie. Right? How does it work within your mind? Did you find that easier to do, or is that more of a challenge?
No, film editing is more of a challenge because you need to really go into the audience, take them along with you, and take them to the end of the movie, and make them understand each and every feeling or each and every emotion the character has in the film. You need to do all that. But in an ad film, it's just like one story. This is what we are saying. This is the negative part of it, and if you do this is the positive part of it. That's all. So it doesn't matter much. It's easy. Ad film editing is easy, but film editing, you need to actually go into the audience, make them feel whatever we are feeling, make them feel whatever the characters are feeling in the film and all that.
So having said that, do you actually know the story of the movie entirely before you actually sit down at the table? Have you worked with the director or the producers in advance when it comes to the story?
Yeah, sometimes I do sit and listen to the stories, and recently I've not heard the stories from the directors because I purposely tell them, do not tell me a story, let me go in as a flow, like let me start from the first scene, let it be an experience for me, let me wonder what's going to happen next. So for the past, I think some 8 or 9 movies I'm working that way, and it's quite interesting. I see the whole movie over a period of 3 to 4 months.
Right. So you are really being used by the director, by the producer as a guinea pig, really, because here you're virtually like a member of the audience.
Yeah.
You think that's a good thing?
That's a good thing because I'm expecting something, and then I think okay, tomorrow I'm going to edit the next scene, but what is going to come? Is it going to happen this way? Is that hero going to, he's going to meet with an accident or something? I think something, but actually there's something else. And if something else is much better, then I'm happy, then I wait for the next one. But if I'm not getting that, and if it doesn't make sense, then I'll question the director and we'll decide later as to what to do.
You obviously love what you're doing. Would you actually, you are already teaching your editing craft to the people who are working with you. Do you see yourself actually opening some kind of an institute to teach people, or do you think there's no time, or have you ever thought that far ahead?
No. As I told you in the beginning of the program, take each day as it comes, and so whatever happens tomorrow happens tomorrow. That's it.
You enjoying your work?
Yeah, I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
I know you work 23 hours of 24?
No, I would say some 18 hours.
18 hours a day. Do you believe that editing, you can actually be coming up with fresh ideas for 18 hours of the day, Llewellyn?
No,
seems
that's
like a long time.
I'll tell you why. Because
Tell me,
I don't work on one movie the whole day. Like for example, I split it. Say from 9 to 2 I work on a film. Then again I take a break for an hour. I go out, play snooker or something like that. Then again at 4 to 8 I work on a different film. So it's like that. I work on different films.
So you come to each film with a fresh, fresh mind. Really. What do you think are the personalities you require to be a good editor? You need to be patient, obviously. I would imagine.
Need to study a lot of stuff. You
Really?
need to study a lot of stuff. In the sense, like, whatever rushes are there, you need to really study as the expressions, the small eye movements, and everything. You need to study a lot of stuff. And even when you go around, when you go outside, you need to study a lot of,
You need to be perceptive, right? Perceptive, I think, yes. You're obviously extremely perceptive, very, very successful. Llewellyn, it's been an absolute pleasure. I want to thank you so much indeed. You've given me a great insight into what film editing is all about. Wish you all the best for 2012. Well, that's about all we have time for here. I'm very reluctantly letting go of my guest today because truly he has been working all night before he's come in for this interview. But you, our viewers out there, do keep watching us and don't forget to send your feedback. Just write feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. And until the next week, join us again. Until then, you take care. Bye for now.